In parts 1 through 3, you learned what Bitcoin is, how it works, and why it matters. None of that knowledge protects you from what comes next. Every year, billions of dollars are stolen from people trying to buy Bitcoin for the first time. Not by hackers, not by market crashes, by scams designed specifically for newcomers who don't know the rules. This video will show you exactly how to buy Bitcoin safely, step by step. No jargon, and more importantly, it will show you what to avoid the traps that have cost others everything. Before we show you how to buy, you need to understand what's hunting you. Someone contacts you claiming to be from Coinbase or Binance, or the IRS, or Elon Musk's team. They say there's a problem with your account, or an opportunity that expires today, or taxes you owe in Bitcoin. They create urgency. They sound official. They provide links that look real. They are lying. No legitimate company will ever contact you first asking for Bitcoin or access to your account. No exchange. No government agency, no celebrity, no investment firm. If someone contacts you first about Bitcoin, it is a scam. 100% of the time. Then there's the guaranteed return. Invest $1,000, receive $2,000 in 30 days. Our AI trading bot guarantees 40% monthly returns. Double your Bitcoin instantly. These are not investments. They are theft with extra steps. Guaranteed returns do not exist. Anyone promising them is stealing from you. Finally, the relationship scam. Someone you met online, a dating app, social media, a forum builds a connection over weeks or months. Eventually, they mention an investment opportunity. They show screenshots of their profits. They offer to help you. This is called a romance scam. It is devastatingly effective. Victims lose an average of over $100,000. Anyone you've only met online who mentions investing is a scammer. No exceptions. Now that you know what to avoid, here's where to actually buy Bitcoin safely. A regulated exchange is a company that has registered with financial authorities, follows legal requirements, and can be held accountable. In the United States, the major regulated options are Coinbase, which is publicly traded and the most beginner-friendly; Kraken, which has a strong security track record; Gemini, founded by the Winklevoss twins and regulated in New York; and River, which is Bitcoin-only and use-focused. These are not endorsements. This video is not sponsored by any exchange. Do your own research and choose the platform that works best for your situation. Avoid exchanges you've never heard of that promise lower fees. Platforms advertised through social media influencers you don't know, any service that asks you to send Bitcoin to receive Bitcoin, and anything that requires downloading software from unofficial sources. When you create an account on a legitimate exchange, you will be asked to verify your identity. This is required by law. It protects both you and the exchange. You'll also enable two-factor authentication, which means logging in requires both your password and a code from your phone. And finally, you will link a bank account or debit card for purchasing. This process takes 15 to 30 minutes. If an exchange doesn't require identity verification, that is a red flag, not a convenience. The actual purchase process is simpler than most people expect. First, you deposit funds. Transfer dollars from your bank account to the exchange. This typically takes 1 through 3 business days for the first transfer. After that, it's often instant. Second, place an order. On the exchange, navigate to Bitcoin. Enter the dollar amount you want to spend. You do not need to buy a whole Bitcoin. You can buy $10 worth, 50, 100, whatever you're comfortable with. Bitcoin is divisible to 8 decimal places. Click buy. That's it. You now own Bitcoin. You can verify your purchase. Your Bitcoin balance will appear in your account. You can see exactly how much you own, what you paid, and the current value. At this stage, the exchange is holding your Bitcoin for you. This is called custodial storage. For small amounts, this is acceptable. For larger amounts, you'll want to take the next step. We'll cover self-custody in Part 5. Everything we've covered so far protects you from external threats, scammers, fake exchanges, phishing attacks. But the single most important rule protects you from yourself. Never invest more than you can afford to lose completely. Bitcoin's price is volatile. It has dropped 50% in months. It has risen 300% in a year. If you invest money you need for rent, for food, for emergencies, you will be forced to sell at the worst possible time. You will panic during drops. You will make emotional decisions. You will lose. The people who have done well with Bitcoin share one trait. They invested only what they could forget about. Money that wouldn't change their life if it disappeared. Money they didn't check daily. Money they could hold through 90% drops without panicking. This is not about how much you invest. It's about your relationship to what you invest. Start small. Learn the process. Increase only when you understand what you own. There is no rush. Bitcoin's supply is fixed. It will still be scarce next month, next year, next decade. The goal is not to get rich quickly. The goal is to not get poor quickly. Before you buy, understand what you're paying. Exchanges charge trading fees, a percentage of each purchase. This typically ranges from 0.5% to 2%. Coinbase's simple interface charges higher fees. Their advanced interface charges lower fees for the same transaction. Check which interface you're using. The difference on a $1,000 purchase can be $15. Next is the spread, the difference between the price you see and the price you actually pay. Some exchanges advertise zero fees but have wide spreads. You pay the same amount, it's just hidden. Compare the Bitcoin price on the exchange to the price on Google. If there's a significant difference, you're paying a hidden spread. Finally, there are withdrawal fees. If you transfer Bitcoin off the exchange to your own wallet, you'll pay a network fee. These fees vary based on network congestion. They can range from $1 to $30. Some exchanges cover withdrawal fees. Some charge extra on top of the network fee. Know before you transfer. For example, on a $1,000 purchase, a 1.5% trading fee is $15. A 0.5% spread is $5. A withdrawal fee might be $10. Your actual Bitcoin received is worth about $970. This is not a criticism. These are business costs. Just know what you're paying. Let's summarize the mistakes that cost newcomers the most money. First, buying on an unregulated exchange to save on fees, then losing everything when the exchange disappears. Second, responding to someone who contacted you first about a Bitcoin opportunity. Third, investing rent money, then panic selling when the price drops. Fourth, sending Bitcoin to an address promising to send more back. Fifth, sharing your private keys or seed phrase with anyone for any reason. And sixth, keeping life-changing amounts of Bitcoin on an exchange without understanding custody. Every one of these mistakes is avoidable. You now know how to avoid them. You've now learned how to identify scams, where to buy Bitcoin safely, how the purchase process works, why starting small protects you, and what fees you'll actually pay. But there's one more step. Your Bitcoin is currently on an exchange. That means the exchange controls it. Part 5 will show you how to take true ownership, how to secure your Bitcoin so that no exchange collapse, no hack, no government action can take it from you. The phrase exists for a reason, not your keys, not your coins. Subscribe.